Hey guys, Pete Weintraub, permanent weight loss specialist here. Today we're going to talk about SMART goals for weight loss. Now, if you've been educated at any point in the last 20 years, at some point, whether it was K through 12 or during your undergraduate, even your graduate programs, you probably came across goal setting and SMART goals and how those types of things will help us stay on track. I'm sure also if you've toiled in different diets and workout programs, SMART goals come up as well. And if you haven't heard about what those are, I'm going to explain what they are really quickly, why they don't usually work, and then another letter that you can add at the end of the SMART acronym to really help you stay on track when you're doing a new short-term SMART goal. So first off, we need to talk about S. S stands for specific. So you have to know specifically how much weight do you want to lose, how many inches do you want to lose, are there any dietary changes you want to make specifically, what fitness goals do you want to reach, and that is S, specific. M is measurable. So again, I mentioned a couple of things already in terms of body weight and body measurements, right? So that's something that we need to look at on the measurement side. So for example, I want to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. That's measurable. I want to lose 6 inches around my waist and 4 inches around my neck. Oh, that would be crazy, but you know what I mean. You want to lose certain amounts in certain areas. Also, from a fitness standpoint, maybe you want to run a race, whether it's a Spartan race or a 5K. You want to run it in a certain amount of time. That's a measurable goal, all right? A, which is the next letter, stands for attainable. So it's almost like being realistic, right? You want this you're not going to go from being a couch potato for 20 years to running a marathon inside of 6 months. It's really not going to happen, guys. I mean, maybe it's happened before, but the chances are highly stacked against you. So if you're going from couch potato, for example, and you want to run a race, I'd say it's a lot more realistic to aim for a 5K in 6 months so that A, you can lose the weight and get rid of the inflammation that may be putting a lot of stress on your joints and causing you to not run on a regular basis, and then just build up from there, all right? So that is an attainable goal, something like that. It can also be if you have a beach vacation coming up in 6 months, you want to look and feel better about yourself, your body, how you look, so you can better enjoy your vacation. That's attainable inside of 6 months. If it's next week, probably not, especially if you have more than 5 to 10 pounds to lose, all right? R stands for realistic. So A and R, I don't really know why they have A and R. I feel like they're very, very similar, but realistic, again, something that is realistic. So for example, for me, I'm going to be 29 on Sunday, so I'm 28 right now. I'm 6 feet, 200 pounds right now. So something that's realistic for me would be to get down to 185 within the next few months. That's a realistic proposition. That's about a pound a week. That's something that we can accomplish inside of that time. It would be unrealistic of me to say I want to crack a Major League Baseball roster at that point because A, I've never played baseball professionally, never even played above the high school level. And unless you're a Tim Tebow, like the Mets signed, or somebody who can bring in a lot of capital and revenue from one of your minor league affiliates, it's really not going to happen. So you got to be realistic about your goals and stay within yourself and something that you really do feel you can achieve within the time frame you set earlier on in the acronym. And last, T, timely. So again, set that standard, whether it's 6 months, 3 months, a year, it can be over a year. You just have to put a timestamp on it. So, okay, from today until the end of the year, which is, what is today? It's September 14th. So we're looking at October, November, December, about 3 months. So in 3 months, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 4 inches around my waist. I want to drop a shirt size, blah, blah, blah. And that would be your SMART goal. So something like that. I want to lose 40 pounds, 2 pant sizes, and a shirt size in the next 6 months. That's realistic. That's all something you can do within that time frame. But unfortunately, the reason I don't believe it works is because it's not motivating. Like, it's really not. like I mentioned yesterday in my video or podcast, you can just go back and look at yesterday's. Vanity, which is really what all that is, I want to look at the scale and see the number I want. I want to lose X number of inches because then I'll either be closer to or I'll have the body I want. That's all good and great, and sure, that can be kind of like a minor motivator, especially when you're like really pumped, like, yes, I want to look like this. But realistically, it's not motivating because it seems so far away, especially when you're first starting. So vanity and vanity goals are just not great. So I like to add another letter at the end of SMART goals. That letter is Y. Y stands for why, or your why. So I mentioned this earlier, but I'll reiterate. So let's say you have a beach vacation coming up in 6 months. You booked it. You're really excited. You saved up for a while for it. And you have 6 months from today to start losing 40 pounds. You want to lose 4 sizes around your waist because last time you were 4 sizes down, you looked good in a swimsuit. You want to lose 2 shirt sizes so that you can wear a nice tight form-fitting shirt. Whatever. You want to go so that when you're there, your confidence is elevated, because instead of you feeling like people are looking at you like, who the fuck are you? They're going to look at you and they'll be like, oh, he or she looks pretty damn good. So that's a SMART goal because you have an event coming up in the very near future that can really help elevate your confidence, your self-esteem, and also in the process, you're going to elevate your health as well. So that's something else. Another thing, like I mentioned with the race before, if you want to run a Spartan race, let's say, those are very popular today, things like that, the Warrior Run, and all these different types of races that aren't just running, there are obstacles and stuff. Obviously, you need to be in pretty good shape for it. So if you're really not in good shape, if every time you run, A, you can't really run very far, and B, your joints hurt for days afterwards, then obviously you need to lose weight, you need to improve your health, you need to reduce inflammation, and then once that's better and you can handle a more consistent running load and preparation for the different obstacles that you probably will see, then you got to work on your endurance, building your endurance and getting proficient with your running form and climbing over things or crawling under things or whatever the hell they have thrown at you. That's something that you need to prepare for then at that point. So if you sign up for a Spartan race 6 months out, okay, you have 6 months. So maybe focus the first 2 to 3, you can even have smaller SMART goals. I think that if, last time I felt good when I ran, I was 40 pounds lighter, or I was 20 pounds lighter, where I was a little heavy, but at least I could handle the physical burden. So at that point, you said, okay, in 3 months, I want to lose 20 pounds, which isn't completely unrealistic. Actually, that's not unrealistic at all. I want to lose a couple of pant sizes in the process. I want to lose a shirt size. So that way you're halfway to your goal. Then when you get there, you can change your SMART goals a little bit and you can focus more on the fitness aspect. So you can boost your endurance. So you can handle the 5-mile run. You can handle the different obstacles and your preparation for that. And you can handle the heavier physical workload that you'll have to do in order to prepare your body for the rigors that you'll face during the race. So I call it a SMARTY goal. So SMARTY, a SMARTY goal. If you're a SMARTY goal, then you have a because after that. So after you list the SMART stuff, you want to lose X number of pounds, X number of inches, you want to change your diet, you want to improve your fitness in XYZ ways, because I'm going to go on a beach vacation and I want to look and feel good about myself while I'm there. Or I have a Spartan race coming up and I want to be able to actually complete it and have fun and compete, as opposed to right now where if I started it, there's no way I'd even cross the finish line. So that is how you use SMART goals to your advantage on your health and weight loss journey. I hope you found this helpful. So do me a favor, if you like this video, please subscribe by clicking the little PW pictograph down below. And if you're interested in learning more about me and what I do, you can check out my website at weightlossbypete.com. And right there on the homepage, I'm offering a free report. It details the 5 strategies that I personally use to lose 100 pounds and keep them off. And they're the same 5 strategies that I teach my permanent weight loss clients. I've worked with people all over the world. You don't have to be in my physical location, which is Nassau and Western Suffolk counties here on Long Island in New York. I've worked with Marines in Japan, businessmen in the Midwest of the United States, and people in Europe. So I've worked with a lot of different people of a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different fitness and nutritional levels to start, different varying weight ranges from like 20 pounds only to over 100 pounds. So I'm more than educated and willing to help you. So feel free to check that out. That report will really get you on the right track. You instill those 5 strategies, you'll be well on your way to losing the weight you want to lose and improving your health, and you'll be able to sustain your results as opposed to the constant yo-yoing that we do in our society thanks to the prevalence of deprivation diets and unsustainable workout methodologies. So again, I hope you found this helpful. Add that why at the end of your SMART goals, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.